this episode of Random Land, we have returned to Walt Disney World. We're back at Epcot to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, Frozen, Ratatouille, then hit up Hollywood Studios and do Rise of the Resistance. And of course, since Allie is back with me for the first time in 15 months at Walt Disney World, we have to head to the Magic Kingdom. It's a day full of surprises and adventures, and we're stoked to have you along for the ride. Behold, we are back at Epcot. Oh yes, that's right. And look who's with me. It's Allie. I told you guys she was alive. You see, Allie has restarted her college education. So last week she couldn't be with me in Disneyland Paris, or the week before that in Walt Disney World. But I'm back at Walt Disney World, and this time she was able to come with me for exactly 2 days. And I'm sorry to say that this is already day number 2. Yesterday we had business to attend to. So that means we actually only have 1 day in Walt Disney World to try to do as much as we can. And we're starting things off with a bang by riding the new Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster, or as Allie calls it, the Chris Pratt ride. Everybody loves Chris Pratt. All right, let's see if this lightning lane thing works. Ooh, booyah! Why did I say that? Who says booyah? I just rode this for the first time a couple of weeks ago with my buddy Adam the Woo, and I loved it. Full disclosure, Allie actually got the chance to ride this last night. So it's not technically her first time, but it's the first time either of us gotten to ride it where we kind of know what's going to happen. All right, no time for jibber jabber. We got a ride to catch.
Here we go. You made it! I mean, of course you did. Nova Prime?
Dude, that is so awesomely mind-blowing.
And
The cosmic generator has been stolen by Bob Chapek. Time to join the Guardians to get it back before he highbucks Earth. This is maybe one of the best roller coasters I have ever been on. Yesterday, Allie was like, "Does it go upside down?" I'm like, "No, but it doesn't even need to." It is actually just that good. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, baby. It's Chris Pratt time, Allie. Your favorite time of all the time. Here we go. Yes! Let's get Chapek! Cosmic Rewind! Cosmic Rewind! Burn, baby, burn! We got Disco Inferno up here! I love this ride! It twists, it turns, it boogies! Oh, yes! I never thought I would love anything as much as I love Space Mountain! But Guardians of the Galaxy is a contender!
We have him contained, but not
Look at the size of that Chapek!
Nobody's perfect. We're back. Locking coordinates for Echo.
Yes, look at your hair! Yeah! Boogie Alley!
It was meaningless. Well then welcome to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woo! That is so stinking fun. Favorite ride at Epcot now?
Yeah,
Oh!
makes my eyes water.
That's just because the story is so emotionally thrilling. All right, let's get out of here, Terrans. Hey, wait a minute. You would pick this ride over Figment? Over Spaceship Earth?
Yeah,
Dang. There you go. That's how good the ride is, because Allie loves Figment.
it should change Figment to be like that.
Speaking of Figment, you'll really appreciate this, Allie, over here in Figment's Inspiration Station, which they set up for the soon-to-end International Festival of the Arts. They've got a supposedly original Figment from the original ride. It's like my dream to ride the original Journey into Imagination, but alas, I never did it. Oh well, at least we have the World Showcase, where luckily about 13, 14 years ago on my first visit to Disney World, I was able to come to good old Norway and ride a different old school Epcot ride. The coolest, weirdest ride I've ever been on in my entire life. Maelstrom, the original Maelstrom, before they changed it all to become a Frozen ride. Frozen Ever After, which is where we're heading to next. It is still super cool that there is a ride here in Norway. I like the Frozen ride, but I gotta be honest, I mostly always want to ride this because I'm trying to remember Maelstrom over the top of it. Maelstrom was like my first experience with Epcot, one of the first rides I ever rode here. It's what instantly made me love this park, and I often literally have dreams about it, which is weird. Any of you ever get that? Like have recurring dreams about sort of weird half memories like that? I can't be the only one, right? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. All I wanted was a Pepsi. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Sure, we gotta look at Olaf and Mistlefoot, the moose thing over there. But at least we get to ride on the original Maelstrom boats, and we still get to see little weird trolls in here. Yay, just like the YouTube comments. Plus, this ride is still plenty weird. I mean, we go to an ice palace, we meet a cast of very odd characters, and we get to see a lady who shoots ice out of her fingers. Yeah! Now in Maelstrom, there used to be like a hole in the rockwork at some point. You could see out of the ride. But it also used to have this same part right here where you would go backwards until meeting a strange mystical creature and switching things up. And then all I remember about down here is that scene was full of weird oil rigs. Back when countries used to be proud of producing oil. Weird. Super fun, right? You like the Frozen ride?
I do.
I wish you could have seen Maelstrom though. Crazy that in the future we're going to be saying stuff like that to people about Splash Mountain. At least Norway still has plenty of Norwegian souvenirs, most of which are very epic, but I must admit are a little bit weird. That is why I still love Norway, no matter how many Olafs they stick in it.
I've got a fish. I've got a different catch.
I'm so cold.
Yeah, Norway is very cold.
Okay, Allie's leaving. She's leaving me. She's not gonna put up with any more shenanigans or delays. She doesn't care about Norway anymore. Allie's on a mission for China. Because over here in China, they have her favorite food. Over at the Lotus Cafe. It's the pot stickers. Oh, you've been waiting like 15, 16 months to have these pot stickers again. Are you excited?
Yes.
More excited than the rides, huh? All right, and now that China is over, we're going to make our way farther along through the World Showcase. And because Allie didn't get to go with me to the real Paris and Disneyland Paris a couple of weeks ago, I'm bringing her to Disney's other Paris-themed area, Epcot's France in the World Showcase. Visa! It's like I was just here. Because I was just here. And I was just in the real Paris where we filmed. And a lot of the stuff in here might look familiar to you now. Of all the countries, Epcot did a fantastic job with France. Especially now that they have a ride back here in Epcot's France. A literally almost exact copy of a ride they have at Disneyland Paris. The one, the only. Wait a minute, the whole point is that it's not the one and only. All right, well, the incredible Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Looks like Allie's going to Paris after all. Dude, a very merry merci to the person who made a little extra special magic for Allie on this trip and gave us lightning lane access. Normally, you can't get like a lightning lane, like a fast pass for every ride, no matter what you're willing to pay out here. But weirdly, you can do that in Disneyland Paris. There's a whole premier access thing over there, but to hear more about that, I guess you'll have to go watch my videos from DLP. I love that there is a Ratatouille ride in Disney World. I just wish that there were different scenes, or maybe it was all in English, or just some difference, because it's pretty much exactly the same. That's not bothering Allie right now, because she didn't get to ride the one in Paris a couple weeks ago. So maybe it has its fringe benefits after all. Je voyage à Paris en rat. What's that voice? Oh! Gusto! Wait a minute. Why does he look so blurry? Oh yeah, I didn't have my 3D glasses on. Mon Dieu. Sacre bleu! Look at the size of that spot.
Too simple. Mais oui, that's it!
Rats everywhere! Whoa, whoa! Ooh, look at the size of that turkey leg. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. Oh, Allie loves a meal. She wanted one of those stuffed meals, but they don't sell them here anymore. Well, that's a souvenir for next time, I guess. Oh, this is the best part. We get inside of the oven! We'll be safer under this giant cart. That's where we'll be safe. I keep taking these glasses off and I'm wondering why it's so blurry on this ride. Whoa! Off to Remy's kitchen. Not the biggest fan in the world of 3D screens, but I must say, this ride is still fun nonetheless. Okay, we want to linger over here in the World Showcase. We love the World Showcase, but like I told you, Allie's only got the one day out here with me. And so, we're heading off to another park. But by the way, to see how realistic this is, go back and watch my Paris episodes. You've been missing out. Allie wanted some exercise, so we decided to take the long walk all the way to Hollywood Studios. Oh, I love me some Hollywood Studios, but I've got to tell you, the main thing that we'd like to do today is eventually get over to Magic Kingdom, because of course that's our favorite. Epcot's a close second for me with World Showcase, but especially with Allie in tow, we've got to stop at Hollywood Studios, particularly if we can use some fast passes, because there are rides here that Allie loves and cannot miss. Unfortunately, one of them is a ride we can't take you on, Allie's favorite musical diversion. Well, at least at Disney World. I'm talking, of course, about Aerosmith's Rock and Roller Coaster. I guess it's really only her favorite musical diversion in Disney World because she didn't hear Tears for Fears and Guardians of the Galaxy yet. Shh, don't tell her about that. Anyway, we'll be right back after we rock this. My favorite part. The part where Joe Perry says, "Come on, man, you know how we feel about our fans." He's got guitar chops and acting chops.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't leave these people here like this. We can't? No. Come on, you know how we feel about our fans. Yeah, that's right.
Now, supposedly, this is the weird thing, Rock and Roller Coaster is shutting down in just a couple of days. No more Rock and Roller Coaster. It's going down for refurbishment, and some people are saying to be replaced. So I guess it's a dang good thing that we're here when we're here, and we get this one last chance to rock and roll with Aerosmith, just in case. All right, time to board the stretch limo. I thought the ride was supposed to stay as is for a few more years. I hope the rumors aren't true. I haven't been paying attention. I've been flying all over the world. I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared for this. Uh-oh. Yeah, rock on. Oh, woo. Freaking rock and roller coaster. I can't imagine this park without it. Woo. Gotta get our sick pick from over here. It's gonna be weird not being able to buy drumsticks at Disney World. I'll especially miss the G-Force Records photo area. All right, anyway, we better get out of here. Walk this way. Get it? See what I did? Walk this way. Allie, get it? Walk this way! All right, and now that is accomplished, since the day is already starting to wane, we're sitting here trying to make the hard choice between a ride we love, America's only remaining Tower of Terror, or since we have the lightning lane, why not rise to the occasion and ride Star Wars Town's most epic attraction, Rise of the Resistance. Check it out, this thing's still working. Time to join George Lucas's favorite characters, including Rey, BB-8, Poe, and fake Admiral Akbar, for an adventure through Star Wars! Into the Star Wars!
Let's do this, Poe!
Here we go!
More ships launch. I am Lieutenant Beck.
This guy stays remarkably calm in emergencies.
We're causing a tractor beam. It's pulling us in.
This ship is now under the command of First Order.
Wait a minute, how come Lieutenant Beck doesn't have to get off? He just gets to sit there holding still. Ooh! Rise of the... Oh, sorry! I'm sorry! Rise of the Resistance. I always forget how epic this is when you first offload into the Star Destroyer. Dang. Epic. The size and scale blows everyone's mind. I also always think we'll just run on, we'll just jump on really quickly, you know, no big deal. And I forget, there's no jumping on really quickly. Part of the ride is this experience in the old Star Destroyer. And sometimes it can take a while. Not gonna lie, that took a little while. Was it worth it? Oh, this ride is always worth it. An infiltrator! And yet the guards, They do nothing. How awesome would this be if they converted this to like The Empire Strikes Back one day? 'Cause this is awesome. But I've got to be honest with you, I'd pay a lot more money to stand on Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. What's this do? Oops! Wait a minute, we're running out of space here. What's going on?
Stay right there.
Look at that, I've never looked at the rear side of the door that opens up, that they melt open. Uh-oh, here we go.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer.
You're not authorized. Wait, those are the prisoners.
Oh, I forgot about how huge this is. Look at the size of those walkers. Yeah! Oh, what's going on here? We didn't do anything. It wasn't us.
Disney Foster's force. Take them down. Hurry. No, not up. Break the shields.
Shields. I see no evidence.
Now.
Down the alarm.
Prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to hide. There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
Here we go. Yeah, dude, I always forget just how fun and mind-blowing that ride is. I don't even really mind it being Disney Star Wars. It's just that they use a lot of sort of, I would call it nostalgia bait cues, some of the classic music and stuff in there, and then I get all emotional, like, remember the Star Wars? The Star Wars? Not this one, I'm talking about this one! Look, I'm Red 5! I love that they have the Endor Rebel Commando poncho over there. Most people think of Princess Leia when they think of this. Sometimes the less exciting Star Wars makes me forget just how much I love the old school Star Wars. And it's funny because I wasn't really getting into the new school Star Wars, but Rise of the Resistance definitely won me over. And then The Mandalorian, that hit the sweet spot. Anyway, enough Star Wars talk for now. The light is getting low outside, dangerously low. And we've got one more park to visit tonight. We're off, so time to say farewell to Hollywood. So long to La La Land. Bye-bye to the big show. I'll be back later on this week. Gonna go see old Dirty Mickey, Tower of Terror, and such like and what have you. We're off to take my princess to her castle, yeah! First though, we're gonna grab some caffeine in the form of those 50th anniversary Cokes they've still got out here, and take the boat back towards Epcot and our car so we can get to the Magic Kingdom tonight. And this is Allie's first time back in the Magic Kingdom since she nearly died a year ago and had all those surgeries and everything. This is Allie's first visit to the Magic Kingdom in her second life. Your second life. Pretty crazy when you almost die and then you don't. Time becomes so much more precious. And for me, when the person I love most in the world almost died, now it's like all the time with you is bonus time. It's extra precious, which is why we've got to hurry in the Magic Kingdom and end this adventure so Allie and I can have a little bit of a date night here. Not that we don't like you, we just like each other more, you know, but we have a few rides to do first. Oh my gosh, this is it. We're back, and more importantly, Allie's back at the Magic Kingdom. I feel like it's been so long, even though I was here like 2.5 weeks ago. But for you, it's been 15 months, which means time to take a lovely evening stroll down to Main Street, USA, and feast our eyes on that incredible, that gargantuan, that beautiful Cinderella's castle. We try to get closer to it, but it looks like people are already piling up, lining up, and camping out for those nighttime spectaculars, which is better for us because the more people that gather here, the fewer people in our way as we try to get on some rides. And we've got some epic ones coming right up, but of course, before we can do those, we've got to go see Allie's Florida boyfriend.
The only guy in the galaxy she likes more than me.
And he just got back to the Magic Kingdom as well. Yes, I'm talking about Sunny Eclipse. Oh, look at that guy right there. Sunny Eclipse. He wasn't here last time I was here. Or if he was here, he was surrounded by black curtains. Seeing a rock star up there. I think he must have had a little work done because he is looking fantastic.
She really likes Sunny Eclipse. We've been here for a while now.
Luckily, I think we can finally pry her away. Come on, Allie. Because now,
Time to put aliens behind us.
and go hang out with some dwarves.
It's one of the few things I didn't get a chance to do a couple of weeks ago.
It's time for the 7 Dwarves Mine Train.
Dude, this lightning lane thing really saved our butts this time because on a one-day trip to Disney World, there's not much you can do without it anymore.
Very glad we were bestowed a kindness because of Allie's previous near-death experience. Look at that. Snow White's friends are the only friends smaller than Allie. The only door she can't fit through.
To the mines!
Woo! Well, Splash Mountain may be gone now, but at least there's still some kind of ride with buzzards on top, and down we go! What a fun one! Woo! Here we go! Up to work! Look, it's Simplet and all his friends. I mean, Sunplay, and the Gnome. Time for whistling! Time for jewels! Time for action! It's fun for the whole family! And then at the end, the 7 Dwarves Cottage, and in the back, peeping and creeping, is everybody's mother-in-law. Gotta watch out for her, Allie. She's crafty. She's always making those fake troll accounts on the internet. Darn her.
By the way, if you enjoy Snow White, you like the old Snow White Dark Ride, I just did that in Disneyland Paris as well.
Still has those old school, creepy, spooky vibes they don't like in the States anymore. All right, guys. Well, we're here in the Pinocchio Village House now, waiting for our mobile order of gluten-free chicken tenders.
Disney World is one of the only places where Allie and I can actually eat together like a date.
So we're gonna have a little bit of a meal, wander around together, hold hands, maybe kiss a little, and we'll be right back.
Oh, man, that feels better.
All right, after a little firework action, we're back, and I know a ride we can go on.
Let's go on our old favorite that never has a line at night.
Let's hop on good old Splash. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Splash Mountain is over.
Just like this adventure, except for, okay, one more ride. It ain't gonna be this one, but this ain't the only one in these here parts.
Don't forget about the wildest ride in the wilderness.
What you don't know is that we've been on Space Mountain again, we've been on Pirates, we've been on a bunch of other rides, so this is it for all of us together. We're meeting back up with you for the grand finale.
And then my Allie is heading back home to California.
To make this work even for the one day, I actually have to drive her to the airport at 4 in the morning tonight, or tomorrow morning tonight.
And then she flies back at 6 a.m.
to make it back in time for school.
She's pretty darn serious, this college girl.
So she goes back to school and I go back to work with you, so there will be more adventures this week.
So don't touch that dial.
If you like these adventures, please share them with a friend. And don't forget to become a member. It's all in the description.
Check out some sick merch in our store.
Allie ships it all. That's how we keep her employed.
Now enough of that. I want the gold.
Hold on, Allie. Watch out for bats.
and watch the goats! We've got to be moving along down the old dusty trail. We had a fine time with you folks today, and we'll have more fine times in the future. But for now, since we're all done working in the mines, we've all done our duty. We can go home and sleep well. Come on, Allie, let's mosey on down the dusty trail. You gotta mosey like this. You gotta mosey on down. I can't believe she did it. She moseyed. Next thing you know, we'll have you scooty pootin'.
Tiana's a heck of a good businessman. She moves swiftly.
She knows a thing or two about branding.
Oh, I haven't been down here since the final night of Splash Mountain. And look at this. The freaking pressed pennies are still here. And I heard the other machine is still in the park at another location, so all that time in line that night for nothing, I guess.
And look at this. They took the Laugh-In Place sign down, but the Laugh-In Place playground is still here.
Everybody's got a laughing place to go.
Something, 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 something. And you'll find yours. No. I don't see no Laugh-In Place. Just bees.
Ah, look at that. The castle. No 50th projections on it, just lit up like they used to at night, all glorious. Well, I mean, the big medallion's still on it, but that I miss. And I miss that old get out of here music, you know? Oh, the kiss goodnight. Aww.
So the best thing ever happened, we were getting on the ferry boat. I've never heard anyone say anything like this before. But instead of the whole spiel, welcome aboard, please don't use the handrail, sit here, have a magical evening, whatever, the boat captain kind of was like, welcome aboard, or come aboard guys, I'm tired, just don't do anything dumb. And they came back on a few seconds later, don't sit on the stairs. Like, that made me laugh so I never heard anyone say that at Disney World, don't do anything dumb. But you know, all the safety spiels, they can just shorten it down to that, replace all the signs, don't do anything dumb. So, same message applies to all of you. Have fun out there. Don't do anything dumb. See you later.
Look at this. A photo spot. You're doing it wrong. Come here, come here. There we go. Sick pic.
Ooh, so many options.
Small bean, small coffee.
Minnie Mouse?